ओके. ऍक्सिडेंट मीन्स कळालं का सगळ्यांना? ऍक्सिडेंट मीन्स किंवा ऍक्सिडेंट is an unplanned or undesired event which result into unacceptable or undesired consequence. This is a consequence means the particular injury, damage of the equipment, machineries, okay, for the particular damage of environment, for the particular conditions. Okay. Next. Loss due to the accident. Loss due to the accident. दिसते का स्क्रीन माझी? हॅलो
सर दिसते.
ओके ओके. आवाज येतोय क्लिअर? ठीक. ओके. लॉस ड्यू टू द ऍक्सिडेंट. लॉस ड्यू टू द ऍक्सिडेंट. ओके. आता पर्टिक्युलर लॉस काय असणार आहे? देर आर दी टू टाइप्स ऑफ द लॉसेस, इन डायरेक्ट लॉस आणि इनडायरेक्ट लॉस. डायरेक्ट लॉस आणि इनडायरेक्ट लॉस. Loss of accident, loss due to the accident, in that direct loss and indirect loss. First one is the direct loss. These types of loss is measured in the terms of money. Direct loss baga, direct loss, these types of loss is measured in terms of money. Employee has to pay the workers for the compensation or medical expenses are coming under the direct loss. The direct loss is measured in terms of money. म्हणजे पैशामध्ये काय केला जातो हा मेजर केला जातो. डायरेक्ट लॉस इज मेजर्ड फॉर इन टर्म्स ऑफ द मनी. आणि तो एम्प्लॉई काय करतो की जे काही एम्प्लॉई पे दी फॉर दी मेडिकल, जे काही कम्पेन्सेशन आहे ते मेडिकल असेल ते, तर त्याच्यामध्ये हे जे काही मेडिकल कम्पेन्सेशन आहे ते डायरेक्ट लॉस मध्ये येतं. कळतंय का? आणि इनडायरेक्ट लॉस मीन्स द सोर्स ऑफ इनडायरेक्ट लॉस फॉर द लॉस ऑफ टाइम ऑफ इंजर्ड पर्सन. म्हणजे एखादा इंजर्ड पर्सन असेल तर त्याचा लॉस ऑफ टाइम. ओके. अँड ऑल्सो इज फॉर द वर्कर्स अँड हू स्टॉप द वर्क ऍट द टाइम ऑफ ऍक्सिडेंट. म्हणजे तो त्या ऍक्सिडेंटच्या टाइम मध्ये काम करू शकत नाही, त्याचा टाइम वेस्ट गेला. नेक्स्ट, लॉस ऑफ टाइम ऑफ सुपरवायझर. आता सुपरवायझरचा टाइम पण लॉस होईल. म्हणजे इनडायरेक्ट जो काही लॉस असणार आहे तो फॉर दी पर्टिक्युलर ऍक्सिडेंट रिलेटेड लॉस. ओके. इन असिस्टिंग द इंजर्ड वर्कर्स इन मेकिंग दी अल्टरनेट अरेंजमेंट. म्हणजे अल्टरनेट अरेंजमेंट करावं लागेल. जो काही सुपरवायझर असेल तो, जो काही एखादा इंजर्ड झाला वर्कर तर त्याच्या ठिकाणी एखादा अल्टरनेट करावं लागेल. ओके. द इन्व्हेस्टिगेटिंग अँड प्रिपरेशन रिपोर्ट फॉर द ऍक्सिडेंट. म्हणजे कशामुळे ऍक्सिडेंट झाला त्याचं इन्व्हेस्टिगेशन करावं लागेल, प्रिपेअर करावं लागेल त्याचा रिपोर्ट ऍक्सिडेंट. ओके. फॉर द सिलेक्टिंग द ट्रेनिंग अँड न्यू वर्कर्स, रिप्लेस द वर्कर हुज लॉस्ट इज अ लाईफ इन ऍक्सिडेंट. म्हणजे पर्टिक्युलर जे काही वर्कर्स आहेत ते ट्रेनिंग त्या न्यू वर्कर्स साठी द्यायला पाहिजे, रिप्लेस करायला पाहिजे ते वर्कर्स. ओके. लॉस ड्यू टू द डॅमेज ऑफ द मशीन्स. म्हणजे ते मशीन्स डॅमेज असेल कशामुळं. लॉस ड्यू टू द रिडक्शन इन इफिशियन्सी ऑफ वर्कर. वर्करची इफिशियन्सी काय होईल, रिडक्ट होईल. ओके. लॉस ऑफ इंजर्ड वर्कर्स ड्यू टू द लॉस ऑफ इन्कम. एक मिनिट बोला की काय म्हणता. ओके ओके चालतंय. येस राम. ओके ओके हा ठीक. ओके. म्हणजे डायरेक्ट लॉस आणि इनडायरेक्ट लॉस लक्षात आला सगळ्यांच्या. लॉस ड्यू टू द ऍक्सिडेंट कळालं. इन दॅट डायरेक्ट लॉस अँड इनडायरेक्ट लॉस. म्हणजे डायरेक्ट लॉस इज अ मेजर्ड इन टर्म्स ऑफ द मनी and indirect loss is measured in terms of the time. Okay. Time in the supervisor असेल किंवा time in the workers for the particular accident. कळतंय? अरे कळतंय का? हॅलो.
हो सर.
ओके ठीक आहे. आता याच्यावरती एक आपण व्हिडिओ बघूया. ऍक्च्युली ऍक्सिडेंट आपण बघितलाय, त्याच्यामध्ये जे काही फॉर द इंडस्ट्रियल टाइप्स ऑफ द इंडस्ट्रियल ऍक्सिडेंट आणि त्याचे कॉजेस. ओके, एक मिनिट.
They have carried out some survey based on the number of accidents which happened across India. So we are going to take those survey and we are going to analyze that. Okay. And the third thing is we are going to think of what causes the accident. Okay. So we are going to detailedly see these three aspects. So let us begin with concept of an accident. So what is accident? Generally, accident is unintended. Okay. So nobody wants this to happen. Okay. It is an unplanned happening during the course of employment. Okay, while you are working, something may happen. That is called accident. So, what would happen if somebody met with accident? So, the result is it may be personal injury, or in some cases, it may damage the equipment. That means plant machinery. Or in most of the cases, these two things may happen combinedly. Okay, so person will also get injured and the machine also get damaged. Okay, these things are the result of an accident. Okay, so generally it is defined as it is an unintended activity. Okay, so nobody wants this to happen. It is an unplanned. Okay, so nobody expect this to happen. Okay, so it is completely unplanned. Okay, this is the idea about the accident. So generally, apart from this personal injury and damage to the plant machinery, what happens is because of this accident, the production gets infected. Okay, the production gets affected for the industry, and also the completion of activity will also get delayed because of this accidents. So now you can see the picture. Okay, here a person has got injury in his fingers, okay, while he is working in a mechanical press. Okay, so you can just visually see what is the gravity of that injury. Okay, it just completely ruined few fingers. Okay, and second thing is you can see two people, they are working in a mechanical press. Okay, so these images and these details I have got from two survey which are conducted by the Wire. It is an English newspaper, and also an article which was published in Scrollin. Okay, so they mainly focused on uh, the accidents which happened in mechanical industries where people are working with this mechanical press, that what you see. Okay, so generally this kind of mechanical system will not have that kind of safety equipment to protect the workers from getting infected or something like that. Okay, from getting injured. So that is what the real case which prevail in India, because most of our mechanical components uh, are being manufactured from these kind of equipments. And if you want to install any pneumatic system with lot of sensor so that they can detect if there is any obstacle, that means if your hand is in between that motion, then it will automatically stop. Okay, so that kind of machinery still is not used in India as far as automobile sector is concerned. So most of the industry depend on this kind of mechanical press because it is cheaper. Okay, it's going to cost you around 7 to 8 lakhs. So on the other hand, the one with most sophisticated sensor system, which has most powerful production system, safety measurement, so it costs you more than 20 lakhs. So because of this cost effectiveness, many industries still they uh, rely on this kind of mechanical system. Okay, so the next thing what we are going to see is industrial accidents in India. Okay, so it is a survey taken by the Hindu group. It is a newspaper group. Okay, so between 2014 and 2017, and you can see that 6,300 lives have been taken. Okay, so more than 6,300 people were died because of industrial accidents in India. Okay, the survey was done between 2014 and 2017. The cases which has been taken into consideration are between 2014 and 2017. Okay, so here you can see that the kind of distribution. So the first thing is the blue color, which represent the most of the cases. So the accident happened mostly while operating machinery. Okay. The second thing is that one which is shown in green color. It's a general industrial accidents. Okay. So something like while lifting the weight. So like that during the other activity, this accident has happened. Okay. The third one is representing the accident which happened in a fire cracker industry, matchbox industry. So where during manufacturing, most of that accident would happen. So these things that we used to hear a lot because we are located nearer to Sivagasi. There, so many this matchbox industry and firecracker industries are there. So we happen to hear this kind of news often. Okay, so because of fire accident in matchbox industry, these how many people have died. So like that we used to hear that. Okay, and the next one is the major one is fire in mines. Okay, in mine industry, most of the time it may happen. Okay, and then next one is industrial boiler and cylinder explosion. Okay, so recently also we heard about that boiler explosion in NLC. Okay, so this is a frequent incident. Okay, the explosion of boiler and cylinder. Okay, and the next one is mining disaster. Okay, so some equipment may fail. There was this kind of incident. Okay, and the last one is fire in other types of factories. Okay, so initially we just addressed the fire which happened exclusively in cracker industry as well as matchbox industry, and the last one is the fire which happened in other industries. Okay, other factories. Okay, this is how uh, the Indian workers they have lost their lives due to the industrial accidents. Okay, so most of the cases happen during while they are working in the machinery. Okay, and next, so I just want to quote that source file also. I've taken this article which was published in Hindu. Okay, and we are going to see so what could be the distribution, because we have a different states as far as India is concerned. So most of the death happened Delhi and followed by Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Haryana, UP. Okay, this is what that state is, how it is being distributed around these states and where it happens mostly. So like that. So here you can just um, see that the Delhi is a place where the most accident happen. Okay, so it is a general industrial accidents, and here what you see here is it is a accidents which happen while workers using the machineries. Okay, so here also similar trend happens. The only thing is the Rajasthan came in and Haryana was out at this study. Okay, and so this source also I referred it from the Hindu article. And the next thing is we are going to consider about that boiler accident. So there, the Maharashtra reported most cases, followed by Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, Delhi, and Haryana. And here comes our problem. Okay, so fire in cracker and matchbox factories, and here the most of the cases were reported in Rajasthan, and uh, the list goes on. That Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, and here comes our state, that is Tamil Nadu. So let us see that finally. Okay, and in fire in other factories there also Maharashtra, most of the cases were reported, and the cases reported in other states also you can see here. Okay, and here in Tamil Nadu, so you can see that 45 cases were reported, and 69 death happens because of fire which was broken out in cracker as well as matchbox industry. Okay, so as we are very close to this place Sivagasi, so it is a very prone area where that accident often happens. So we can just think of that how we can contribute to that society. Okay, we as an engineering college students, so what level of input that we can share to them so that we can avoid these kind of death which are related to fire in cracker. Okay, as well as in Kovilpatti also we can see there are a lot of matchbox industries are there, so we can give some idea, some input, or some innovation that could reduce this case to minimum. So that is what the thing that we can just think about. Okay. So these data also I have just collected it from the Hindu article, and we are just going to analyze now what are all the causes of accidents. Okay. So in the earlier we have seen uh, how accidents happen in India and how many cases are reported in each state based on different category. And now we are going to discuss about causes of accident. Okay, so the industrialization and expansion, modification of existing factories. So they are setting up of new industries have given rise to industrial hazards and accidents. Okay, so it's a common thing because the booming of this sector, that is industrialization, wherever you see most of the industries they are just coming up. Okay, there's even places near Nanganeri, near Tirunelveli. So we can see in southern part of that Tamil Nadu also we can just see this kind of booming of industrialization. Okay, so because of that, so ultimately it give rise to industrial hazards and accidents may happen often. Okay, so the first thing is technical causes. Okay, so because of technical issue that accident might have happened. Okay, so the first thing is defective and worn out machinery. Okay, the machinery itself developing some issues, because of that the accident may happen. Okay, or sometimes because of worn out machinery. Okay, it has been used for a while, maybe in years, so it may not be in proper shape, proper condition. So because of that uh, the accident may happen. Okay, so the second thing is poor maintenance. Okay, in some places though the machinery is old, people will do often good maintenance, and because of that the accident is often averted. Okay, it may not happen. So poor maintenance is one of the issue. uh, because of that the accidents may happen often. Okay, so lack of precautions like safety guards. Okay, these things that we need to consider in most of the things. Okay, so what are all the precaution system that we can provide so that we can avoid accidents? So because of lack of precautions accident may happen. Okay, so fencing of dangerous machines, and this poor fencing, because we have to guard some area so that the people who do not have any idea about that machine cannot access that particular machine. So like that we have to provide some fencing so that the accident may not happen. So because of this poor fencing also the accidents happen. Okay, wrong and bad layout. Okay, so it is very important because based on ergonomics everything has to be designed. Okay, so where you can just give more maximum strength, what is that direction, whether it is clockwise or counterclockwise. So like that every motion, every movement, and as far as layout is concerned, where the machinery has to be placed. Okay, it has to be properly placed in a very able way to a worker. Okay, so because of bad layout accident may happen. Okay, so crowded with machines. Okay, so if shop floor is crowded with machines, so most of the times it may happen because there must be room for people to move around and to do some activity. So if it is overcrowded, then definitely there is a chance of happening of this accidents. Okay, and then raw materials and waste products. Okay, in some industry if you happen to visit, this raw material and waste products be spilling over all over the shop floor. Okay, so there won't be any proper orderliness. Okay, they won't be kept at separate places, so accidents may happen because of poor management of raw material and waste products in a shop floor. Okay, so neglect in housekeeping and working conditions. Okay, so housekeeping means it is something like cleaning, the hygienic things. So everything comes into here. So if someone neglect in these aspects, then accident may happen. So working conditions also, it must be perfect. Okay, so the worker should get access to all those basic needs. Okay, so everything has to be provided by the employer so that the working condition may be improved. Okay, so because of neglection in this area, the accident may happen. Okay, so technical causes, it starts with defective and worn out machinery. It is a major thing. Okay, so we have to do proper maintenance work, or otherwise we need to replace that one. Otherwise that accident may happen. And then the list goes on: poor maintenance, lack of precautions, fencing, wrong and bad layout, crowded places, raw material and waste products management, and finally poor housekeeping. Okay, so these are all the um, reasons because of that accident happened. So these we categorically say that the technical causes. Okay, so next one is personal causes. Okay, so where people would often do the mistake, that is improper requirement. If somebody uh, uh, is recruiting some employees for that job, means we need to understand that what kind of uh, expectation that we have as far as recruiting process is concerned. So if you do that process in a wrong manner, definitely will not get the exact person or the right person for doing the job. So because of that, the accident may happen. Okay, so it is because of personal and social factor. Okay, so people will be more careless. Okay, so whatever the job they do, they won't be that kind of serious. Okay, the seriousness will not be there in their activity. Ignorance, inadequate skill, improper supervision, relationship with the supervisor and other colleagues. Somebody will be always find fault with someone, so they won't get along with the people, so their real relationship will not be in good shape. So because of that, the accident may happen. So the workplace should be in a perfect place to work. Okay, and there must be a conducive environment to carry out the work. Okay, so the relationship should be in better way. Okay, so that is expected. And some family problem, that also leads to accident. Okay, the personal causes means it's because of the person who got into the job. Because of him, the accident happened. So because of it, just purely based on him. Okay, so what causes?
ठीक आहे. जे काही कॉजेस आहेत, कॉजेस ऑफ द ऍक्सिडेंट, आपण नेक्स्ट लेक्चरला पण बघणार आहे. ओके, त्याच्यानंतर जो राहिलेला व्हिडिओ आहे तो आपण नंतर बघूया, कॉजेस ऑफ द ऍक्सिडेंट. ओके, ठीक आहे. अटेंडन्स. नेक्स्ट लेक्चर कोणाचं आहे? कदम सरांचं आहे ना?
चव्हाण सर.
चव्हाण सरांचं आहे? नाही, कदम सरांचं असेल. 1
Present sir.
2
Present sir.
3 absent आहे. ओके. 4
Present sir.
5 ओके. 6
Present sir.
7 8
Present sir.
9
Present sir.
10 खड़े. 11
Present.
12
Present.
13
Present sir.
14
Present sir.
15
Present sir.
16
Present sir.
17
Present.
18
Present.
19
Present sir.
20
Present sir.
21
Present sir.
22
Present sir.
23
Present sir.
24
Present, sir.
25
Present, sir.
26
Present, sir.
27 बागल
सर ज्यांची प्रेझेंट झाले त्यांनी दुसरे लेक्चर जॉईन
हो
झाले
हो
चालेल.
हो 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 येस येस 28
Present, sir.
29
Present, sir.
30
प्रेझेंट सर.
31
Present, sir.
32 33
Present.
34
प्रेझेंट.
35
Present, sir.
36 36 हिंगमिरे 37
प्रेझेंट सर.
38 38 कांबळे बाळासू 39
39 present, sir.
40
Present, sir.
41
Present, sir.
42
Present.
43 44
sir.
45
प्रेझेंट.
44 आहेत का
43 present, sir.
ओके ओके ठीक आहे 44 जॉईन झालते की परत गायब झाले का ठीक 45
प्रेझेंट.
46
Present.
47
प्रेझेंट.
48
प्रेझेंट सर.
49
प्रेझेंट सर.
50
प्रेझेंट सर.
51
Present, sir.
52
प्रेझेंट सर.
53
Present.
54
Present, sir.
55
प्रेझेंट सर.
56
Present, sir.
57 57 सुरुवात आहे 58 59 58 वाघ नाही 59 60 61
Present, sir.
62 63 64
Present, sir.
65
Present.
66
Present, sir.
67
Present, sir.
68
Present, sir.
69
Present, sir.
70
प्रेझेंट.
71
Present, sir.
72 72 ओके ठीक
सर
हम्म
रोल नंबर 3 प्रेझेंट आहे सर.
का हो मॅडम त्या टायमिंगला कुठे गेला आपण
सर मोबाईल हँग पडत होता.
ओके ठीक नेक्स्ट झालं हिंगमिरे हिंगमिरे फक्त जॉईनच आहे का ठीक आहे लेफ्ट होऊ शकते